Hello and welcome back to Troubles of Middle Earth Never Leave Bree Challenge. I am Circle Master. I'm level 43. I really doubt I'm going to get 6 potions of experience today, although I am almost at 1. So I will probably not level up today. But I do intend to make progress, and progress is really all I can ask for. Do I have any fates? Wow, I have lots of fates that I missed. Okay. That was like 4, I think. So let's see. Boil-covered wretch, I'm fated to die. I'm fated to get the dagger death ink on level 1. Or I'm already fated to die as well. But now I'm fated to die on level 9. And I'm fated to find something special on level 18. And as a reminder, something special means an artifact. It could be a fixed artifact, as in one that is not randomly generated, like, say, the Dagger Death Ink. It could be a random artifact, like the ones that you can occasionally find in the stores, that don't have a fixed set of powers for each name. You know, the name is randomly cobbled together. The powers are cobbled together based on the item. But we simply just don't know what the specific artifact is. See, I've got Death Ink, there's Nim Thank. Do I have the other Thank Dagger? That's Cloak. Dagger Nim Thank. Wait. I'm fated to find Nim Thank on 2 different levels. I just realized. On 18 and 17. That's... oof. Whoops. That's gonna be weird. I actually don't know how the game is going to handle that. But then I don't know how it's going to handle the 18 special things and whatnot I'm supposed to find on level 1 along with the Death Fate. So it will be a learning experience for everyone. So that's 1 potion down. Five more to go till I hit the next level, which is going to be a while. Especially when nothing gives me actual sources of essences. Oops, I saw that. It's only 1, but it's still money. Money that I need. Speaking of money that I need. Boy, now I'm getting them all. No, they came out cursed. Why do they always do that to me? I think even at max level, if you do a stack of ammunition, they could still end up cursed. Although I do have a really bad luck score right now, and I'm sure that's affecting it. Also, they're not selling any scrolls of remove curse because they hate me. And they're jerks. Get leveled says, man, I've missed this. I don't believe you. I don't believe that anybody cares about this. But thanks for tuning in. I still appreciate it. Let's see. Let's get the regular remove curse dealt with first. Alright, no curse. Sell that. Get the essences of extra life. Get our new down fate, which is going to be the last thank dagger, the dagger Narthank on level 20. I will probably show those off when I get them. Is there a good early example of sentient artifacts, of which there's not many? Get levels asked, so you've got the recipe now? Yes, I got it a few episodes ago. On the 16th try, which is crazy and stupid. But I finally have it. So now it's the slow grind of essences of extra life until I hit level 50. There's some arrows at least. Rod tip of perception. Do I have a source of perception? I honestly don't remember. Also, I forgot to enchant these, and they came out okay. Detection, disarming, retail, nothing. No, I don't have perception. Perception, let me just do X on this, is the rod version of identify. So it's quite useful to have. Let's get F, let's zap the rod tip onto the rod, and now I have a rod tip of perception, or a rod of the Astaria of perception. That will be useful when I'm dungeon delving and looking for stuff, or just to cull items that I don't need. You know, I've only got so many inventory slots, and when there's 50 items on the ground, I kind of want to sort the good from the bad in terms of what I actually bring along. This is what the black market has. That's terrible. The black market has not been kind to me today. Every single essence of extra life has come from Scrolls of Greater Remove Curse. Which sucks. I might be able to get enchant armor to land on the gloves. It's worth a shot. That would be you. And it got me 2 enchantments. Oh well. It went from +1 AC to from +7 AC to +9 AC. Which, you know, is better than nothing. Oh man, come on. I wonder if I can do a secret arrow or if that's going to be... Nope, I got it. Okay, we'll see if that sells for more. Being one of the more powerful and rare ammo types. Nope, not really. Oh well. Finally some potions, but they're charisma and enlightenment, which I don't care about. Get out of my face, stupid NPCs. Nothing there either. Awesome. So yeah, I did a stream late last night for the 4-Job Fiesta, if you haven't seen that. But I had just gotten back from Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con. Which I had a lot of fun at. I got, to meet Steve Bloom. It came out cursed again. And he signed a DVD for me, which was pretty awesome. Gave some advice about I do have Essences of Fire. About voice acting in terms of trying to pursue that as a career. I got to see Paddle on Rick and Morty that Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland attended. I got to see them, didn't get to talk to them or anything. But it was fun. Okay, I got that. the way that the seatings for the panels end up going, you basically have to show up early and sit through 2 or 3 panels you don't care about to see the panel you do care about. Oh, and I saw a panel on art design in video games. Like video game... It was more about character design than art design generally. But yeah, it was like art of video games. And the lead character designer for Street Fighter V from Capcom was there, and I don't remember his full name, but they called him Kiki. Like they said his real name once, and then it was Kiki the whole rest of the time. So I got to see him, as well as Rob, goes by Roboto on the internet. Again, they said his full name like once, and I don't remember it. And oh jeez, I'm totally blanking out on the third person's name. But she did, or she worked on Skullgirls. Oh man, I'm blanking out. I'm still super tired from everything. Also, pain meds have me all messed up. Anyway, I'm horrible with names, as people who've tried to listen to me read comments can attest. Anyway, get level S. How was the Rick and Morty panel? It was fun. It was entertaining. The panel was... It wasn't the general Adult Swim Rick and Morty panel. Like, I needed to show up in April if I wanted to get into that. But it was the science of Rick and Morty. So it was Dan Harmon, Justin Roiland, another writer whose name I don't remember. I'm sorry about that. And then there were 2 scientists on the panel. It was, and I don't remember either of their names, but it was a quantum physicist and a neurobiochemist or neurobiologist. So they talked about like the Parasite episodes with the false memories. They talked about the stopping time episode at the end of season 1, and also the one in season 2 where it's like the splits, you know, where the scene keeps dividing into alternate timelines, whatever. They made a comment early in the panel about, and I'm paraphrasing, but it's basically Dan Harmon said that as long as nobody asks why Rick has a spaceship and a portal gun, everything's fine. So of course when they got to Q&A, the first question was, why does Rick have a spaceship and a portal gun? Man, I'm not finding any good items. You can't even give me a potion of healing or anything. But yeah, the answer to why does Rick have a spaceship and a portal gun was surprisingly involved, and did not just involve them running away or telling the guy to shut up. They said that they've subtly shown a thing in an episode, or maybe in multiple episodes, but they've snuck in, basically, that there is on the spaceship, or inside the spaceship, there's like a dock for the portal gun. So there, he can slot the portal gun into the spaceship somehow, and they, you know, like, you know, it, you know, like when you frickin' dock your iPod or whatever. Anyway, so there is a way that the portal gun and the spaceship interact together that we haven't seen yet, basically, was the upshot of the first part of the answer. The second part of the answer was sometimes you just want to drive, man. And then the third part of the answer was, and Get Leveled says maybe the portal gun only allows interdimensional travel. And that was the start of the third part. It was Dan Harmon was saying, you know, maybe it's only travel between dimensions and it doesn't take you from, say, Arizona to Florida. You know, we haven't really been explicit about that. And then Justin Roiland said, no, we're actually explicitly showing that in a future episode. Yes, it does let you move from place to place. At which point Dan Harmon basically said, oh, fuck it. See above, sometimes you just want to drive. So yeah, the confirmed portal gun is not only interdimensional travel, it is travel between two different locations as well. And shouted from the audience was the follow-up question, why would anyone want to go from Arizona to Florida? Did I do the rest thing, or am I did not. I'm still doing that crap, okay. Was that? Yep, that was a new fate as I just walked. Great. Let's see what my stupid new fate is. Brown mold on level 4. Oh boy. I can't wait. Ah, I frickin' didn't enchant it. What a waste of money. There we go. I'm almost at 1.5 million gold again. But yeah, the quantum physicist on the paddle was sort of swarthy European gentleman. And at a couple points during the panel, Justin Roiland was 2 stats of healing, dude. Was doing the voices, you know, he's doing the Rick and Morty characters of Rick, like, being enamored with him and, like, oh, I'm lost in his eyes kind of thing. So, and I know at least one person in the audience was videotaping, you know, like, or video recording with their phone. So I'm sure that'll end up on YouTube sometime soon if it's not there already. So that'd be something to look for. I want to leech. Oh, their stats are nothing. Okay. I got it all. And I got enough for another potion. Two down, four to go. I thought that said 10 for sure. Oh, they are two different stacks. I'm not crazy. I bought the exploding arrows at the bottom, and then there were more exploding arrows at the bottom. I thought I was going insane. But yeah, it was a very fun panel. It was very entertaining. They talked some about the difficulty in writing time travel stories and how they really try to avoid it. But there is an upcoming episode that deals with it on a small scale. There's going to be some small scale time travel, I guess, in an upcoming season 3 episode. They also talked about they have wanted for a while to do an episode about returning to a certain point, like a saved game. Like, you save your game, you play on, you screw it up, you're loading a save state almost. They've wanted to write an episode about that, or using that. But it's super challenging. Did I check in here? There's nothing in here. And that's something that I always find interesting. Like, I found the Edge Tomorrow movie very interesting for that reason. At least the premise of it, and had some very entertaining moments in that movie. So, I mean, it can work. Edge Tomorrow was a good movie. So I hope that they can get that episode written that they want to write that uses that sort of time travel mechanic. Silver arrows are... There's some kind of arrow that you can't make poison. And I don't remember if it's silver arrow or not. It is indeed the silver arrow. Do I have any essences of acid? Let's get an essence of acid. There. Now I have a silver arrow of acid exploding. That's 25 Gs. Unfortunately, acid essences are not the easiest to come by. So that's not as reliable as poison for these exploding ammo money cycles. Helps if I hit the right keystrokes to enchant the items. There, jeez. So, I took my last pain pill this morning. I need to call the doctor's office tomorrow when they're open and see about a refill. Otherwise, it's going to be like 2 weeks. Is it going to be 2 weeks? That seems too far away. No, it's going to be like 1 week. Where I will have no pain meds unless I want to take Norco again and suffer those consequences, which I really don't want to do. But I also really don't want to have no pain meds at all. I do want Scrolls of Requirement because they have magic essences. And magic essences are what I use to make artifacts later, eventually. Also, I'm running low on poison essences, so of course they aren't selling any ones of Noxious Cloud. Alright. What is going on? My fingers do not want to work. Get level S, so how bad is the pain, my dude? Well, like I said, I took my last pill this morning, so I'm medicated. What the heck? I'm doing the wrong command. You can tell I'm medicated because I'm fumbling through everything. Which isn't to say that I don't have any pain, I just have the diminished pain that I usually have from being medicated. Yeah, I'm worried about going forward. Like, tonight's gonna suck. Trying to sleep tonight is gonna suck. And then, like, tomorrow, or maybe even tonight when I do my next stream, when I do more Final Fantasy V, it's really gonna be bad. From doing these, repetitive inputs. Hopefully the TENS unit, the electrical stim therapy unit, will take some of the edge off, but I don't think it will be sufficient unto itself. Speaking of which, I need to hit my shoulder with that after this stream to try to take the edge off. There's some essence of poisons. Essences of poison. Essence of poisons. However you want to pluralize. Give me more extra life essences, please. Pen says essence of poisons. I'm sorry if I sounded like Covert Commander there. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'm just trying to provide commentary for this incredibly repetitive task that is even less visually interesting than Final Fantasy grinding, because so much of it is menuing that I'm just trying to type through as fast as possible. So you're seeing like flickers of text come and go. Yeah, this is why people don't do video LPs of roguelikes. Oh boy, another fate. Kill me now. Oh wait, you're going to kill me on level 1. That is as now as you can get. There's a couple things, finally. Not great things. But things. Pen says you're doing fine. FF7 was mostly menuing, at least the way you played it. No, that's just hitting attack over and over. But like, you still got to see them attack the monsters and get attacked. There was something to watch. Alright, let's see what our stupid fate is. Something special on level 19. That's an artifact. I look forward to that. Let's drop our Essence of Fire. Sell our stack of ammo. Did I have something else to sell? No, that was it. Okay. Oh no, I don't want that. I want mass genocide. Never mind. I was thinking, do I need another scroll of genocide? But it's like, I'm not even collecting those. I'm collecting scrolls of mass genocide. And even then, do I really need more of those? This is sure taking me a while to get my third potion. Like, I got the first cycle pretty well quickly, I think. It seems like it's taking a lot longer to get the second set of 30. I'm only halfway there, jeez. Penn asks, how long do you think the game will take once you're level 50? It's still going to be a while. Because I believe I foolishly signed up for quests. But I'm going to be visiting a number of dungeons. Some of them because they're necessary, and some of them just show things off, because I still do want to show off this game. There's more to this game than just grinding in town like this. So I'm going to be going into a fair number of optional dungeons. If I wanted to just get it over with quickly, that would be, I would go into 2 dungeons. Here, let me see. No, no, I don't want quit. I want, there we go, quests. The current main quest is to go to the Dol Guldur dungeon and fight the Necromancer. This was sort of, I think this was in between The Hobbit and Fellowship that this happened. Or maybe it was early in Fellowship that Gandalf does it off screen and then comes and tells Frodo about it. I don't remember. But yeah, spoiler alert, the Necromancer is actually Sauron. Because Sauron's back. So the super short version would be go to Dol Guldur, go to the bottom and fight Sauron there when he's in Necromancer form. At which point you would go to Lothlorien, the city, talk to Galadriel. She tells you, hey, it's Sauron, we gotta do something about this. Go destroy the One Ring. And you get the One Ring quest. And again, if you want to do it as fast as possible, you go into Angband, which is the final dungeon of the game, if you're not doing optional stuff. Sauron's in level 99. You kill Sauron. You hope and pray that he drops the One Ring. If he doesn't, you leave and come back and kill him again until he does. You get the One Ring and then you put it on, you wear it, you say you go for the bad ending. And then you go down to level 100, which is the last level. Sauron's always on 99, and you go down to 100 with the ring, and you kill Morgoth. And then if you kill Morgoth wearing the ring, you take over the world ending, basically. It's the bad ending, or the evil ending. Penn asks, why would he not have the ring? Who the hell else is going to have it? Well, funny you should ask, but I will get into that later. And it's not that Sauron wouldn't have the ring. It's just that it's a chance to drop. It is not a guaranteed drop when you kill him. I don't remember offhand what the odds are of it dropping, you know, what the probability is. It is either 10% or 30%, I don't remember. And I don't know the rationale behind it not being a fixed drop that always happens. But the upshot is, it may take a couple tries. But, I mean, all you have to do is go... I think all you have to do is go up a set of stairs and come back down. You just have to reset the level. I don't think you have to leave the dungeon completely for him to come back. But he will always come back until the One Ring is either worn or destroyed. If you want to destroy the One Ring, you have to go to a third dungeon to speed through the game. Because you have to do Dol Guldur again, initially. You have to go to Angband and kill Sauron and get the ring. Then you have to go to Mount Doom and destroy the One Ring, kill Sauron again so that he stays dead, and then go back to Angband, go to level 100, kill Morgoth. And then you win the game with the good ending. And you can retire a winner. You also need to do the Destroy the One Ring ending if you want to go into the Void, which is the optional super dungeon for the best ending. Because basically when you kill Morgoth, there's a passage in Silmarillion where Morgoth's physical body is killed and his spirit is banished. But it still exists, and that's how he's able to basically direct Sauron. So that Sauron can try to take over the world. But if you destroy the ring and kill Morgoth, you get the blip about his spirit being banished. And then you go to Galadriel, and she's like, hey, thanks for killing Morgoth, you did a great job, you're a hero, you can retire. Or, if you were super boss, and it's totally optional, you can I can send you into the Void, and you can pursue him and destroy him utterly. Where you basically go into and it's a massive dungeon. The Void is. And there's a lot of crazy rules to it that don't apply to the rest of the game. So, like, if you want to go into the void, you need to make your character that way, you know, with the void in mind from the very beginning, because it will affect what skills you invest in, what gear you want to get, all that stuff. But yeah, you can do the void, which is a deep dungeon with a special dungeon inside of it that you also have to do to unlock the final level of the void. And then you go to the void and you fight him, and I think you fight him not as Morgoth but as Melkor, his original name in Silmarillion. And if you kill him there, then you get, you can retire again as the winner. And you get the, a special flag for your character sheet that you beat the void. Or that you completed the void, you destroyed Morgoth utterly. I forget what it reads offhand. But, it's absolutely an optional thing. I think the only time I've bothered to do it is with a cheating character, because I just wanted to see what the void was like. Because one of the things you need for the void is magic breath. Because the void is vacuum. I'm holding on to an item, one of these items. I think it's the helm. Yeah, this helm, it allows you to breathe underwater. That's not magic breath. Breathing underwater is rare enough. But there's a different kind of magic breath, and it will say it allows you to breathe without air. That works for breathing underwater. If you have that, you can breathe underwater. Because it basically does that and more. But the void is the only dungeon with no air. So you need a very rare item that gives you the flag. It allows you to breathe without air. Otherwise, you're constantly taking damage from suffocating, basically. There's no walls in the void at all, so you generally will need some kind of ability to disrupt line of sight. Otherwise, you'll get just murdered by summoners who will just surround you with minions constantly, and they'll beat you down. It's a level dungeon, which means that the deeper you go, the stronger the enemies are, even if they are normally of a certain level. I will... Yeah, there's nothing in there. Like, let's see. This aimless looking merchant is level 0. He's got an armor rating of 1, a life rating of 3d3, and he can hit to attack. If I go into a normal dungeon and I find an aimless looking merchant like 10 levels down, he will still be level 0, he will still have an armor rating of 1, a life rating of 3d3, And this doesn't say what his attack value is, but you kill enough creatures and you'll see it can hit to attack for like 1d10 or whatever. I forget what he attacks with. It's something terrible. It's probably like 1d6. Anyway. If he's in a dungeon, no matter how deep he's in, he could be on the last level of a dungeon, a normal dungeon, and he'll still have these terrible stats. He'll still be a level 0, whatever. Angband, which is the final dungeon, and the Void are leveled dungeons. So if I meet an aimless-looking merchant at the bottom of Angband, he'll be like level 50 or something. The cap in Angband is level 150. That's the highest level something can be, I think. And the Void, it's higher. I don't know what it is offhand. But he could be like level 50. He'll have an armor rating of 100 and a life rating of 63 D3. And he'll hit to attack for 10 D6 damage. You know, whatever. All of his stats will be buffed. And the armor rating being buffed is the worst part because the only way you overcome that is with a physical attack. The only way you overcome that is by increasing your hit roll. Which is kind of hard to do because not too many things actually add to your hit roll. There's the enchantment on the weapon itself. Anything of slaying you have increases your hit roll. But, like, it doesn't matter how many blows per round you have if you can't hit the thing. So actually being able to hit monsters is a challenge in the Void. Your accuracy goes way down just because their armor ratings get so high. So that's what a leveled dungeon is that weak creatures become stronger, and strong creatures become nightmarish. So you really need to be prepared when you enter the Void, because the last thing about it is it's a one-way trip. Once you enter the Void, you have to finish it or die. You can't go back to town. You can't, recall or anything. You're stuck there. You can't resupply. The Void is hard, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I've only personally done it with a cheating character, really just to see what the deal is. And yeah, it sucks. How long is the Void? It's like hundreds of levels. I forget what level you start at when you go in. But like the last level, because reasons, is like 666. Or something dumb like that. And this is... And to get to the bottom level, you have to do a special dungeon within it, which is like 100 levels all its own. You have to get to the bottom of that to kill somebody and get a thing so you can unlock the staircase to the last level and fight Melkor. Penn says that is ridiculous. It is, to some extent. It's not... In practice, it's not super long because there's no reason to stick around on most levels. most levels you're just looking for the next staircase down and you head down it immediately. There's no treasure to hunt for, there's no bosses you have to kill along the way. It's just, you're just diving as deep as you can, as fast as you can. So in practice, you might only spend a couple minutes on each level. Depending on how badly you get screwed by monsters along the way. Penn says that is ridiculous. At least it kind of makes sense for an MMO to pad things out like that, but not a single-player game. EverQuest did stuff like that, where the key to a dungeon is a rare drop, and then inside there will be more locked rooms, etc. Well, the void key drop, I guess you want to call it that, is fixed. It's a plot device. It's not a random drop. It's not like Sauron and the One Ring, where you have to kill him over and over until he drops the One Ring, and then do with it what you will. It's when you kill this boss, you trigger a thing that gives you the ability to unlock the final level of the dungeon, of the void, and go after Melkor. I'm over an hour. I didn't even realize I was talking about the void for that long. I'm sorry. Let me just finish this and then set up for the next cycle, so that next week I can continue to suck at this and not get enough essences. Like, not even halfway. So I need 2.5, a little more than 2.5 potions to get a level. I might get that next time if I get a potion of experience just straight up from the black market. I will almost certainly gain a level next time. But yeah, once I hit 44, I'm gonna set up a Patreon poll to determine the fate of Gondolin. So Patreon patrons will be able to decide if Gondolin lives or dies. So tonight will be more 4-job fiesta. I'm going to off-screen getting more gold gil because I spent a ton of it in Mirage Village. So yeah, I'm gonna off-screen duping some gold, and then I'm probably just gonna go into the final dungeon, the Clefted Dimension. I don't know if I'll finish it all in one video, in one stream, but there's really nothing else for me to do on the surface, or you know, on the overworld. But that'll be tonight. And until then, take care.